Hello, hello, hello. We are here. We are getting ready for some Secret World Legends. And this is, if it's the missions that I have been, that they've been teasing, this is definitely up there in the best of Secret World Legends that we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and get started. The reason why I started a little bit early is because these events almost always have a boss that starts at like 2 minutes after. And so that's what we're going to do. We are going to run the boss real quick like, and then we're going to start the actual missions. Let's see. All right. Making sure I got all the things out, all the ducks in the rows. All right. So, obviously, first things first, we need the daily login. That's what these are. You get Pale Horse, Shards, Talisman. This is really good. Oh no, it just improves it. It improves the pip. I thought it was gonna be one of the ones that acts like a another glyph or another talisman, because that would have been nice. That would have had me pretty close to having like a red headpiece or something. Kitty, Jax, and these things, you get them now, and then when you run the boss, you can open them. That's what we're gonna do, and then, like I say, once that starts out, we'll do the actual running around. I have Natalia right here. Is going to come with me, and anybody else wants to join up, we definitely can. This event doesn't really do that very well, but you know, we'll try to get in the door. But yeah, so that's what we're at. That's what we're going to be doing this very soon. We're just waiting for the window to count down and the door to open, as it were. I say it usually opens at like 2 minutes after the hour. So at least they have in all the other events this year or last year. So yeah, obviously, place is decorated, lots of pumpkin heads already, stuff like that. Lots of different people. They waved to all the people. Hello, hello. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Like I say, this is. Oh, I should not be in this build. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was good. That was that would have been bad to be in that build. I could also take a healer build, but I'll just stay like this for now. I don't have anybody to keep alive. Obviously, the first prize of the day was that horse. As you can see, everybody has one out. You know, maybe giving people a mount on the first day wasn't the best idea, just for lag purposes. It's pretty laggy right here right now. But yeah, so that's what we're seeing all these horses, because that is the first free item that you get for logging in for the daily logins. Okay. Hikari, Natalia, and random person with a head. The floating head. Everybody will rush in when the door opens. Hopefully we will get put in the same instance. There it goes. Now if you're doing alts, you can try to do it where you log out really quick and switch to an alt or whatever. But what I usually do is I just I tend to just try to run it multiple times in a day and do it that way. You can probably get like two. You can usually get 2, maybe 3 in per, depending on how fast you kill, but usually only 2. So 2 per hour. Right now, everybody only has one jack-o'-lantern, so it doesn't really matter. Whoa! Oh, he makes everybody laugh. Whoops. They had obviously already started attacking. I may need to turn the volume down a little bit. So we'll start out killing Jack here. Of course, anyone who's played the original Secret World, these bosses used to occur randomly in the world. They now are in these instances, mostly because when they are in the open world, you could have hundreds of people in the instance, and it would turn into a slideshow. Oh, that's new. That was weird. I like that. Like, kicked us off, and now it's in the tree. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of screenshots. And we're gonna just blow this thing away. It's about halfway down. Pretty quick. I don't know, he's like throwing pumpkin guts out at everything. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Oh, almost fell off the ledge. That would have been bad. everybody got kicked off. Ouch. Ouch. Killed it though. Oh, it's pretty cool that he's just like standing there for a minute. That was really awesome. All right. So, that out of the way, we will want to quickly open our little prizes. So, whoa, what the who? This bug is back. Lovely. Basically where it duplicates all your inventory. Yeah. Alright, so I've got this buff here that only lasts for 8 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this. And it gave me a reanimated steed, which I think I already have, but whatever. Evidently not. So, because it's supposed to only give you sprints you don't have. So, yeah, so I got a reanimated steed, which is another one of these, pets. I guess it's just a different skin for the same horse, basically. It's the original skin from the same horse. But you know, like I say, first day, first event, that was the first drop. Someone dressed like Lara Croft, I can totally appreciate that. And the next thing we need to do is turn in the mission report. Seeds sown in October lie fallow until the spring comes again. The Pumpkin Man has his roots in hell, and he returns every season as well. More often, in fact, reap the harvest today and sow the seeds of destruction tomorrow. And this will give us item reward bag, which gives us a bloody hockey mask. I already have that. And a bag of treats, which had candy in it. Eat the candy. Gives you a 10-second buff. Doesn't look like there's anything to it, really. This one. Shoot. I need to deal with inventory. Doc, I know, everybody. It moved all my stuff over here. Really, why? Okay. Alright. We'll just have to sort it by that. Okay. Spray. A bad time to have this bug happen, but whatever. Alright, let's see. We've got several of these lovely things for talismans. So let's pick one of these two talismans, the 5. Boom.
Critical empowerment results.
Get these out of the way. Not really caring about what's optimal. Let's see, we've got a bunch of weapons here. Let's just go ahead and put these into here. And glyphs, just not bother with those. That candy. That'll give us 10 inventory items to play with, so should be okay. Yeah, already got I already got most of the cosmetics in Secret World, so that's going to happen to me a lot. Okay, let's see what we've got. We have some text messages from our handlers. So Madame Roger would have been Cat God from last year. We're going to go ahead and go to David Screed because that's the new missions for this year. They're not new. They're new new for Secret World Legends. And again, these are pretty awesome. So we're going to go ahead and run that.
Hello? Hey, yeah, it's Dave Screed. You know, the weird nonfiction magazine? I got your number from... Okay, well, never mind that. I don't got much time. They'll triangulate this. You ever heard of number stations? You know, rogue radio broadcasts around the world, just repeat numbers and codes. They started broadcasting after World War II. Some people think it's code for spies. Some think it's the government's communicating to our reptilian overlords. Okay, I think I found the truth. What was that? Shit. Okay. This mystery person kept in touch with me through my newsletter. Anonymous, just called himself the presenter. Knew their stuff about number stations, you know? Creepy stuff. So I got a shortwave. I dialed in on the wavelengths the presenter told me about. Nights of static and Red Bull. But then I heard it. It's all Chris. All the static. Threw my radio away. Just threw my notes and all the presenter's notes away. Turned every fucking dryer on. Okay, but maybe I was hasty. Kind of failed my sanity roll there, you know? Okay, but you got steadier nerves. Maybe you could check it out, you know? My radio, the notes. That's a start. Just don't... Hello? Hey, yeah, it's Dave Screed. You know, the weird nonfiction magazine? I got your number from... Okay, well, never mind that. I don't got much time.
Okay, explain it again.
You ever heard of number stations? You know, rogue radio broadcasts around the world, just repeat numbers and codes. They started broadcasting after World War II. Some people think it's code for spies. Some think it's the government's communicating to our reptilian overlords.
But we don't need to wait for it a second time.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and find
the truth.
David Screed's radio. Well, first we need to go find David Screed.
This mystery person kept in touch with me through my newsletter. Anonymous, just called himself the presenter. Knew their stuff about number stations, you know? Creepy stuff. So I got a shortwave. I dialed in on the wavelengths the presenter told me about. Nights of static and Red Bull. But then I heard it. It's all Chris.
Yeah, so this is the guy that if you're Illuminati, you know a little bit better than most. He kind of is a conspiracy theorist, and he's not entirely wrong. Of course, he gets sent down a lot of windy roads by the Illuminati on purpose so that he gets lost. But he's probably one of the people, he's an uninitiated person who is probably closest to figuring out what's all going on with the secret world.
This place is like the Bermuda Triangle for urban explorers.
Nothing out of the ordinary yet. Just looking for the radio, which should be around here somewhere. Rat.
Pretty quiet. Sometimes screams, gunshots.
There we go.
Yeah. Brooklyn.
Okay, long-time reader, first-time writer. I am not a fan. I am a fan. I have managed to collect every issue of weird nonfiction, except the second issue. Strange how every copy vanished. Your pursuit of the truth is commendable. The place you go, I hope it will not be presumptuous of me to point you in a specific direction. Number stations. A man of your interest must know of the odd phenomenon. Mysterious broadcastings, those flat voices. Numbers, numbers. In the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? Now, this is all based on real stuff that happened. There are these number stations. They just randomly send out codes and radio signals. And you can look this sort of thing up for number stations. There's a lot of information about it. Mathematicians are an arrogant lot, and if mathematical objects were tools for us to command, as if they bowed to our whim, as if we and all the heavenly bodies of the universe were not ruled by numbers. There are many theories of the nature and purpose of number stations, some wild, somewhat not wild enough. I imagine your readers have notions of their own. The question is, David Screed, what are you prepared to believe? Feel free to write back. I would cherish further correspondence. Your number one fan, the presenter. Yes, please excuse any mistakes in my English. I learnt it by listening to radio dramas. So herein lies the part of it with the radio dramas. And yeah, number stations, as far as anybody, I mean, they are things. They were probably used for code talking and stuff at some point. But obviously in this case, the number stations are active. First, to answer your last question, I used the Fibonacci sequence. Second, I thank you. These months of correspondence have been a pleasure. I do hope the leads I sent you lead to good places. Yes? You have many questions. Let us try our hand at why. I am convinced you are prepared to believe much, David. So I will say it plain. The sole purpose of the broadcast was to contact the dead. To search for a resonating frequency that can be used to communicate with realms beyond our own. They are listening. How? My research used to be supported by a government, never mind which one. My life's work, but the project closed. I was destroyed. It took my medication to bring me out of the gloom, and good news. I received corporate sponsorship, never mind which one. Hi, Lucid. I happily moved along with the project, the funding, David, the vast resources I gained. My work continues. Why am I telling you all this? Maybe information is a kind of contagion. Maybe I want this transmitted. Maybe a secret is not worthwhile unless you whisper it just loud enough to be heard. Your number one fan, the presenter.
That guy had fangs.
Hello, Wolf Pirate Gaming. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Apologies, I was listening to some old recordings. The golden age of radio was a fantastic time. The audio drama, the theater of the mind, something was lost in it. It went away. But with the advent of digital devices and podcasts, something of its ghost returns. My hand trembles, David. Not fear, excitement. My work reaches a new phase. You will want some proof. Try listening in on the frequencies I gave you. Try investigating those places where people are buried. Listen. I have the resources now, radio's place, throughout the world. Imagine simultaneous broadcastings of the signal causing mirroring ripples in the ether. We will get their attention. I must go now. I must begin. I'm so excited. I do not know what I would do with these files. Just one more audio drama first. I must not be able to write you after this. I might not be able to write you after this. David, perhaps I'll contact you. Your number one fan. So we need to find shortwave radios in places of death. Well, the most obvious place of death would be there's a graveyard on Blue Mountain, right? So let's go ahead and try that one. So we'll just teleport right there. I just got to Blue Mountain recently. That's awesome. Yeah, this event is probably semi-gated based on the fact that you have to be able to reach the zones. You might be able to do it with only the first 3 zones. Not sure. Alright. Where are we? Go ahead and go to the Wabanaki Trailer Park. Alright, so let's head to where the grave is. Okay, well there's obviously some commotion going on over there. We'll let them deal with that first. Oh, the place gets a little creepy. A little black and white. Alright. That's weird. Do I have the radio music?
Describe them.
There we go.
Sometimes they fill a whole northern sky with waves of color, like a
That's what
fire
we need.
burning way beyond the horizon. Sometimes they're just long streamers of fire filling up the whole sky. And another time they look like gigantic, fringed curtains of pure light, swaying as if some cold cosmic breeze plucked at them.
All right.
Off there to the north.
7307
And you can
hertz.
hear them too sometimes. Well, maybe not exactly hear them, but there's a sound, a humming, a crackling somewhere inside your head. And there are times when you'd swear it's a voice talking to you. Talking in some kind of strange language you can almost understand. Filling your whole being with inescapable terror. You know what I mean?
I think I went for about 3 months straight of just sitting at the end of the night listening to CBS Radio Mystery Theater after this mission first came out. Because you can do it. You can online, if you look up CBS Radio Mystery Theater, you can hear all these old radio programs just like this one.
And after I get done talking to you, you'll know too. And you won't be happy.
And you can actually sit here and listen to the entire broadcast from beginning to end. I've done it. I've sat in game and just listened to the radio and talked. Because it's awesome. Yes, the CBS Radio Mystery Theater is wonderful.
I started the recorder while Norman and I were just about finished with our work that afternoon here in the laboratory. I just set the microphone on top of the file cabinet there and turned on the machine. Listen, I'm going to play it back for you. The quality isn't so very good, but you can recognize my voice and Norman's, I think. Here.
And these stories do have some point related to this mission.
I just got to rewound. Hurry up. It's almost 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, it's dark and I didn't realize the time.
Hurry up.
I'm hurrying. Be a display tonight, you suppose?
How do I know? Been a display the last 3 nights.
Well, that was a dinger last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, the machine wasn't ready.
Hey, listen, now, do you think you can do better than I can? Ouch!
What's the matter?
Oh, I stuck my finger.
Where'd you put the copper sulfate?
Up above the sink.
I got it.
But anyway, I could probably sit here and listen to this the whole time, and that would probably not be the most fun thing to watch.
Oh, look
But we can listen to it for a minute
Yeah, it's okay.
while I mess with my points.
Hook it up. What are you going to send?
Got my cigarette lighter. That will work anyway. I won't miss it if we don't get it back.
I don't know how the thing will work when the northern lights aren't shining.
Maybe they are shining. Turn off the room light. Let's see.
All right.
Pretty early,
What's the matter?
Hey, look.
Oh, there is nice. Oh, boy, that's fine. The whole sky. Look, blue and yellow. See, I never saw those long fringes.
Never the same.
What's that? You turn on the recorder?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's turning over. Let's see. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their party.
Leave it alone. You about ready now?
What's funny about the Aurora?
Northern Lights? Listen to this
What's
part
funny?
closely, friend.
I don't know.
Remember what I told you.
You can almost hear the darn things. Not hear them, I mean, but it's kind of like somebody talking to you in a language you can almost understand. I don't know. I mean, you ever notice it? Sure.
Something else going on there. It's like two people talking at the same time. There's obviously the two people having a conversation, but then there's like another one randomly.
You go there at the recorder and talk into the mic.
Talk what?
Well, just describe what happens for the record.
I know I'm not here.
I know you're not. Just say what you see so we'll have an accurate record.
Okay.
This gives us a good lore here.
Go ahead.
This is an
All right.
experiment in the temporal
So,
displacement of a solid
well, there's a couple more places. There should be
demonstration of a time machine.
a
Paul
place
is now placing his
in
own
every zone.
lighter on the
Yeah, Radio Kingsma, Savage Coast.
now setting the microchronometer to determine how far into the future he's going to send the lighter.
Oh, for the heck of it, let's go ahead and go to...
10 seconds. At the end of that time, if our calculations are correct, and we hope they are, the cigarette lighter will reach
Let's go ahead and go to Tokyo, because
into the future.
a lot of people who haven't got that far won't be able to get to this one.
Yes, but we just have to wait that much longer for time to catch up with it and make it reappear. But 10 seconds. Well, I mean, we can prove our point.
I'm not even sure I know where it is in Tokyo, honestly, because I don't think I had... The character I was doing these on didn't have access to Tokyo, so I'm not sure I ever got it. I might have. On a repeat year. Now, obviously, there's the ones. There's a couple cemeteries here in Tokyo. I don't know. Is it the shrine or is it the one with the old lady? I think it's this one over here. The Shinto shrine. I'll go ahead and try it.
Bounty detected. Initiating.
Right. Not hearing anything yet. We can listen for the radios. Listen for the sound of the signal. Yeah, I think it's the other one. I think you're right, but, you know, we can go check just to be sure. All right, let's go ahead and jump to. Oh, let's go to Gimpachi Park and go that way. Here's Ricky Pagan. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I did see the achievement that there was different ones in different zones. There should be one in every zone that you can unlock. So if you are in Blue Mountain, you should be able to do the 3 required to get a triangulation. If you're not to Blue Mountain yet, you'll definitely want to progress your story to that far. I think you need to be like level 20.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
I hear the radio. I think we need to go the other way.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligence greater than man. We know now that as human beings busied themselves about their various concerns,
I am going to turn down
scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as
combat stuff.
might scrutinize the transient creatures form and multiply in a drop of water.
So you can hear
Infinite complacency
more of the
went to and
radio
fro
program.
about their little affairs, serene in the assurance of their dominion over this small, spinning fragment of solar driftwood, which by chance or design man has inherited out of the dark mystery of time and space.
There it is.
Yet across an immense ethereal gulf, minds that are to our minds as ours are to the beasts in the jungle, intellects vast, cool, and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes. And
we got one of these on us. We need to pull it away.
In the 39th year of the 20th century came the Great Disillusionment.
They'll wake
Near the
back
end of
up.
October, business was better. The war scare was over. More men were back at work. Sales were picking up. On this particular evening, October 30th, the Crosley service estimated that 32 million people were listening in on radios. Next 24 hours, not much change in temperature. A slight atmospheric disturbance of undetermined origin.
There's some really bad collision things going on right there.
Pressure area to move down rather rapidly over the northeastern states, bringing a forecast of rain accompanied by winds of light gale force. Maximum temperature 66, minimum 48. This weather report comes from
9057.
We take you now to the Meridian Room in New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra.
All right. So that was it. That was the one for Tokyo. Pretty straightforward. We evidently have been watched by aliens for a long time. Beings of great intelligence.
In New York City, we bring you the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra. With a touch of the Spanish, Raquello leads off with La Capacita.
Where to next?
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
Siege Farmland or Carpathian Fangs? I'm not sure. I forget where they are. We'll go to Besieged Farmlands.
Occurring at regular intervals on the planet Mars. The spectroscope indicates the gas to be hydrogen and moving toward the Earth with enormous velocity. Professor Pearson of the observatory at Trinity...
So again, there are 10 of these, I think. Unless they put one in South Africa. If they put one in South Africa, I'm going there. I need to pull up the achievements again. Or we could just take forever to zone. Siege Farmland, Carpathian Fangs, Scorched Desert, Savage Coast, Kingsmouth, Sun God, and Shadowy Forest. So, 9. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So if you get all 9, you get the Paranormal Shortwave. The Paranormal Shortwave is awesome because you turn it on and you can just listen to the radio programs while you're in game. It's pretty awesome. So I'm glad that they returned that. That is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's see. Is there a graveyard here near the down here, right? Okay, you lead on.
Hello.
I'm just gonna follow you. There's several graveyards here, I think, but which one are we looking for? Are we looking for the one with the by the church, or it's been so long since I did this mission. Wow. It wasn't here last year. 2016. The Secret World basically had no Halloween to speak of. It was a dark and horrible day in Secret World history. 2015. For whatever reason, passing understanding, we didn't do this one. I think that it was because Seven Silences came out in 2015, and that was... the Seven Silences is a hard mission to recover from.
No, I haven't. Ever since Mother died.
So, 2014, I think, was the last time I did this.
There's no light in this room.
You wait here, Elaine. Where's the light?
Over to your left. David. What's wrong? Why didn't you leave the light on?
Your father's dead, Elaine.
In just a moment, the Hall of Fantasy will present The Shadow People. And now for our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Shadow People.
Somewhere along the line of your life, you've met them. You have come in contact with the Shadow People.
Shadow People. This one's very Secret Worldy.
First discuss it. Oh yes, Brian and Elaine and I. It was in my apartment. There was only one light on in the entire place.
What's wrong? Elaine, what's the matter?
Oh, it's silly, I know, but I thought I saw something in that doorway over there.
Where?
Over there, right over there. Where are you going, David?
Over to that archway, just to let you know that nothing's here. Huh. You see, Elaine, nothing's wrong, nothing at all. Are you satisfied that there's no one else here but us?
Yes, I'm sorry. I just thought that Leave the overhead lights on.
I'm sorry, I thought that...
Put them back on, David, please.
All right, Elaine. Look, what's bothering you, sis?
I don't know. It's just that... I don't know.
Tell us about it, Elaine. Tell us what's bothering you.
Radio
I
dog.
promise that you won't laugh at me.
Of course not.
Brian?
Oh, Elaine, I'm your brother. If something's troubling you, I'd like to know about it.
All right, then. The reason I was so upset was the fact that I saw someone or something standing in that archway.
But, Elaine, David showed you that there was no one else in here. When the lights were put on, you saw for yourself that we were alone.
I'm not talking about something you can see in the light, Brian. I'm not talking about a human being.
Then what's it all about, Elaine?
In the darkness, I saw something that can't be seen in a lighted area. And I've seen it several times before.
You sure you're not imagining this, Elaine?
Oh, I don't have that good an imagination, Brian.
How long have you seen this thing, Elaine?
Well, it started about 6 weeks ago. You were in Detroit on business, Brian. Mom and Dad were on vacation. I was in the house by myself, in the library. There was only one light on. I sat in the chair beneath it, reading. Several times I thought that something was watching me. I felt there was someone in the room with me, standing right in back of me. Every so often I'd glance back over my shoulder, but there seemed to be nothing there. And then I thought I heard someone whispering. I wasn't sure, but when I heard it again, I got up and I looked all over the house. Oh, I'm not easily frightened, you know that, but out in the hallway, it was almost entirely black. Luckily, I was near a light switch. I looked back over my shoulder, and I saw this huge, hulking shape for the first time. And I heard a voice. Or rather, the whisper of a voice. I couldn't distinguish the words, but that dark shape seemed to be moving towards me. My hand was on the light switch, and I turned it on. In a minute, the light flooded the hallway. The shape was gone. There was nothing there. I was alone again.
Sweet again. Look, if you need any information about number stations, check out my database at the laundromat. Okay, it's all there.
I'd have imagined it, you know.
Of course, that's possible, but I'm sure I didn't. So real, that shape in the dark.
What's all the static?
The very essence of evil itself.
There was an old man I knew.
That was not good.
I'd heard that he knew quite a good deal about
That was bad.
manifestations which had taken place in the
Alright, so we're gonna go to the laundromat.
to see if he knew
Again,
anything
we're
that
gonna
might
go
explain
meet
the events
David
the story
Screed.
Elaine had told us.
Yes, my good sir.
And back to New York.
I have an appointment with Dr. Hecelius.
Oh, yes. He mentioned something about it. You are Mr. Drake.
Yes.
Now again, you can use any 3 of the 9. But you need all 9 for the achievement. We're not going to get all 9 right now, but we are going to complete the mission. If you haven't played this
We
before,
shall face the new dawn.
definitely go looking for them. They are fun. Don't cheat. Go find the places. And we'll use... That's hive mode. That's,
My cousin went down into the...
There I am.
Never saw him again. Alligators, probably.
I don't think that's where the database is, though, right? Or is it? It's in the computer, right? No?
Something tells me you're not here for the laundry.
I deleted my email, newsletters, archives, and all other personal information. I blocked most of my research. Leah, from my D&D group, thinks I shouldn't trust you to access my computer at all. She's so paranoid sometimes. Anyway, you can access my research on number stations in the research folders. That folder, though, to be safe. Aliens and UFOs. Research cannot be accessed this time. Number stations. Database of known broadcast number stations. Please enter a frequency or name to continue. Thankfully, they put these down here, or you can use the screenshots I took. This is the Lonely Patriot. Magnetic fields in Papa November. "9057. Oh, I need to go. 9057. The Lonely Patriot, the Southern Watchers, and the Pyramidon. Well, those match together so far. The Lonely Patriot. Last one is 7307. And the Lonely Patriot is matched there as well. So we've got some definite matches on signals that were used. Okay, so now we're gonna type in the Lonely Patriot. Or it might be the Lonely Patriot. There we go. Language, English and Russian. XKGB, physical location tracked to a former Soviet satellite dish outside of Haraburesti in Wallachia. Many locked doors in the area. This one has changed recently. The broadcast used to be a Russian voice, but now it just plays old-time radio shows. That would be our crazy presenter obsessed with radio shows. Now we need to go back to the besieged farmland. And thankfully the teleporter has cooled down. Now, I know we did this one. We did this one in 2004. I just didn't take very many pictures. I had pictures of us at the facility. In these outfits. Let's see. Alright, so over here, let's go ahead and jump to the perch. Okay, now it's up at the top of the hill, so actually we should go to the vampire hunter. Because we need to go up the hill. We go up here, and there's where it is. Now we were just over here last week. We're kind of back where we started. Because we were doing Transylvania missions. So it's fortunate that it brought us here, as it's supposed to, this week. Simple enough. These guys don't really present much of a threat, obviously. Back in the day, those were pretty tough, but the characters in Secret World Legends are a lot stronger than they were in the Secret World. Used to grind these guys out for experience so you could get your panopticon. This looks like our door. The Lonely Patriot. Oh, let's just do Elite 1. That's pretty cool that they have different versions of the mission. That's actually pretty cool. We're just gonna do it for the story, so we don't need elite versions. But you know, if people want to do that, that's awesome. Whoa! Bring up the sound effects a little bit now that we're in the spooky mode. Don't think we need combat music. Alright, there's our mystery man right there. He's locked the door on us. Alright, let's see. The walls are just, you know, kind of red with blood. No big deal. Radio signals aren't a problem in Secret World ever. No, there's never been like an evil contagion that went through the static or anything like that. Whoa. Okay, well, obviously, that's our door lock. That's haunted. Whoa! Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, creepy kids. Creepy kids. Went through the wall, but he came from there. Oh, there's the kid. Oh, ow. That's right, this is the prankster ghost. Oh, we've got a lore over here. The ghosts were in quite a hurry to go away from where we're going. I would say that would mean that they are a little afraid. Static Deathless. He's a slippery fellow. Blow up this radio here. As it does attract a whole bunch of Deathless. This one seems harmless. I think we need to go towards... Nope, there's one. There he is. Get him over here. Okay, get rid of that. I love the look of these old red hand machines. Reminds me of Winter Soldier. Of course, Winter Soldier reminded me of this mission since it came out after. Rid of all these little radios. Oh, he's not gonna be happy about that. That should have weakened the presenter enough. I think. Maybe not. There he is. See, he's saying the numbers. It's actually broadcasting the numbers in Russian. Like an actual number station should do. Loot chest. Doesn't look like it requires a key, which is nice. And we'll look at the computer. Alright. Pretty fun stuff. Text message from Screed.
Hello? Yeah, Screed again. Oh, you're still here? So, I guess you survived poking the hornet's nest, huh? I tell you, I'll never be able to sit comfortably around a radio again. It's gonna be TVs next, I swear. I already have reoccurring nightmares of Rod Serling shivving me in the shower while smiling and monologuing. Yeah, just smiling and monologuing, smiling and... Okay, anyway. Radio waves, they're kind of a purgatory. Think about it. What's a ghost, huh? What's a ghost but an echo of a living person? radio waves are all full of talking ghosts, flying off into the void, mumbling and repeating their follies in a loop forever. Hitler's still making his speeches in the void. The Shadow investigates evil in other solar systems. NASA keeps planning out how to send explorers into deep space, right? But we already have. We keep pumping out ghost astronauts into the cosmos. Hitler and the Shadow will find the next inhabitable planet long before any of the living do. Our ambassadors, they'll just keep going. Inverse square law means they'll get quieter and quieter. But you gotta figure out there's something out there, you know, we're way out there with big goddamn ears. Makes me think that... Did you hear that? Listen.
Like David got a little too close. Screaming and monologuing forever. That is such a fun mission. So we stopped the signal. Select all lore entries in the number station selection. Kill the radio star. Defeat presenter without destroying any of the radio receivers. Oh, we probably could have done that. Echoed for eternity. Defeat the presenter while he has 4 counters of echoed in the ether. I'm not sure how to do that one. Defeat the presenter by yourself at the highest difficulty available to you. No. That'd be really nice if I was in the door level 50, but I'm Elite 5. I'm not going in here and trying to solo him Elite 5. I'm not crazy. But yeah, so that is that. What lore do we have? Events. Samhain 2017. It looks... Have we not got any of them? It's almost like that. I mean, we got a lore in here. So why are they not showing up? That's a bug. Because obviously you can't get all the lore entries if they're not showing up in your lore. I'd also like to point out that it says collect all lore entries in the number section. Not legends. Just saying. The broadcast 2018. That's where the achievements are. But in the legends section, I don't see. There's the Chivos, but there's one to collect all the lore. I don't see any lore. So yeah, it's not showing up even though we did collect a couple of them. That's probably bad. So yeah, we'll probably need to submit a bug on that, although I bet a bunch of people are gonna be doing this mission and realize, oh my goodness, where's my lore? Let's see, what else we got? Day 1 bugs in a Funcom event. Spooky. Yes. Never happens. Never, ever happens. Let's see. So I was going to do a thing, but I only got 1 ore cache. And I've got 18 dungeon keys. So, let's go ahead and go to Agartha. Let's go ahead and go to Agartha and open some caches. Kashi. Because why not? Might as well see those open up, right? I do like these. These are cute. This little ghost in the cauldron. Now see, we could run that again today if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. Important thing to know about any event like this, when the caches come out, is you can come here and you can get most of the stuff. They're usually an alternate color. I kind of like these ones better. The actual ones are muted and not as good looking. But you can also buy these. And that's what I'm going to do because I want to open a bunch of caches. But yeah, definitely go around if you're doing this and get all the radio stations. Listen to the radios. They're fun just to sit and listen to, personally. Again, if you look up CBS Radio Mystery Theater, I think it's just cbsrmt.org or something like that. If you look that up, it's got almost every broadcast they ever did archived, and they are fun to listen to. You can look them up by, like, you know, kind of genre a little bit, and yeah, they're really fun. So that is definitely something worth doing if you've not played the game before. It was a really interesting way to, you know, what Secret World does really well is incorporate things from the real world into the game. And not in a creepy, real, some person's grave. Bless. But in a cool, like, these radio towers are there, and they actually do this random number thing all the time. And incorporating that and how they do that, and, you know, and incorporating the radio programs, which are obviously, you know, public domain and stuff like that. So hopefully it won't mute my stream later on. But, you know, so I want to clear out some room so I can actually do this real quick. Fortunately, it looks like I have mostly glyph stuff, and I can do this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. There. That'll get rid of a lot of those. There's a signet one, that's good. Yeah, but so this is one of the best events that they have really ever done, with the way it is and the way you can take your time with it, and the way you can either just, you know, blaze through it if you want, you know, every single day, to repeat it, or you can sit there and sit in the graveyard all day long and listen to radio programs. So that was one of the things that just really made it nice. It made it nice for role players too, because you could actually sit down and talk and listen to the thing and talk about the game, or talk about the radio program that was playing over, and it was just a nice ambiance thing. Plus, again, you get the if you visit every location, you do get the radio, which plays all the programs that you listen to throughout the thing. And again, we're just going to go ahead and look at some of these cache. They're kind of cool. This is like a muted gray in the real game. You can look at them in the previews, obviously, in the thing. And a pet and stuff like that. It's not the greatest weapons, but they do have some nice purple weapons. Or rather some blue weapons. So that was the one that I didn't pay for. What? Now, Did I miscount? Oh, I was looking at dungeon keys. Okay, cache keys I only have 7, so that's alright. I bought too many of these, but that's alright. And mostly you're just gonna get distillates. Unfortunately. But distillates are good for building your gear, obviously. And these pure animas, you can see I use them so much. I imagine they probably come in handier if you do that. If you actually did dungeon running. But for me they're kind of useless. But they give me these, which allowed me to do the faction missions and stuff. And see, we haven't actually got anything. We opened 8 caches and got nothing from the holiday. Yeah, Funcom really needs to up the reliability of these. You can buy everything, and everything will be available on the auction house in 2 days. In 2 days, everything will be like 100 moth, and nothing's expensive. Maybe one of the elite pets or something will be hard to find, but there will be people who will just, spend a small fortune opening all these things and getting all the commons and stuff like that, and that's great. But the randomness of the Secret World Legends lock boxes, they're not horrible as far as, like, again, because everything's going to be on the auction house at some point. You can still buy it with in-game money, but it's on, and the argument of, is lockboxes gambling, and are not the greatest lockbox policies, that they tip a little towards the bad. I mean, they're not bad horrible, but they're a little towards the bad. Hold on one second. Alright, sorry about that. Had a little phone call come in at the end there. But yeah, so that's it. I would definitely check out the holiday event. There's still more here. There is the Cat God, if you didn't get to do that. There's all the different radio locations that you can go to. Yeah, so I encourage you, if you can, or if you're going to play the game, or if you like Secret World, or if you haven't been in a while, this is one of the better missions, and I would like to see them keep doing so. Keep bringing these back, keep bringing that old content back. I wish they would just kind of give it to us all at once, what they've got, and maybe some new stuff, but, this is pretty much what we're at for a couple years. We got some new cosmetics, we got the reworked missions as far as, like, the raid. But it's good to be able to visit that old stuff and be able to see it for a while. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the show. yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, I do thank everybody for coming. I do appreciate it. If you got, if you want to buy anything for the Secret World, obviously I get a bit of that. That's great. Just buy the Orm or whatever. But I'm not really here for that right now. I'm just here for showing off the game and having some fun. This is one of the games that I've played the most over the years. That's pretty. It's a pretty good game to watch and play. So definitely go ahead and do that. Just for the heck of it, I am going to raid a friend of mine. You can go ahead and stick around or not. Yeah, thanks for joining and have a good day. There will be more Secret World Legend stuff. Just go ahead, I'm sure, on MOP today. I know that for sure, and I'm sure there'll be a whole bunch of other people streaming that. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later.